Hi, Eric. Congratulations on your new movie release, live at 3 a.m. That's incredible. I have to tell you, I feel like this is an exemplary act of courage because I know how hard it is in this industry to get anything made. And the fact that you just went out there and you did it yourself, and this is your second film being released on YouTube, kudos to you. Congratulations. And I hope it does brilliantly well. And I'm also super excited that you're a CSI Miami fan, as am I, and that you're on on season 8. So here's the great thing about just basically old school network TV. There are 22 to 24 episodes. None of this namby-pamby 8 episode, 10 episode stuff on streaming where you're like through a season in a couple of nights. It makes me crazy. At least there's something to be said for like a network show that has old school 22 to 24 episodes and literally takes you a while to get through one full season. So that's good that you're at season 8. You've got another couple seasons to go. Very excited for you. So I have to say, if I was going to tell you what my favorite episodes were, now here's the thing. I have this T-shirt that that we had for one of our cast and crew wrap parties for the end of one of the seasons. I don't even remember which season it was. Whatever it was, though, it was our 200th episode, and they made these T-shirts, and the back of the T-shirt has every single way that somebody died in each episode. And one was like, dog shot the person. Like the dog accidentally shot somebody. The other one was, oh my gosh, this was the creepiest one. Somebody got a nail gun in the eyeball, like into the brain. That was kind of a bad one. The other one was the one guy got burnt to death in the sugar factory. Do you remember that? He was like charred, like basically like they creme bruleed him in the sugar factory. But I have to say, I really loved the episode where I the bad guys like got a hold of me, basically, hogtied me and, like covered my mouth with, tape and all the things and stuck me in the back of a trunk of a car and kicked the car off the pier and into the water. And at the same time, they shot David's character, they shot Horatio, and he was dying or whatever. He looked like he was dying, but at the last second, he jumps up and he runs down and he dives in the water to try to save me. And he does, and he gets to the body, he like gets down the, okay, so here's the thing. We shot this in 2 parts. We shot in the actual bay in Long Beach, of course, because you thought we were shooting in Miami. We were not. The whole time we were shooting either in Long Beach, California, where we were shooting our exteriors, or we were shooting in our Manhattan, actually three areas. Our Manhattan Beach studio, which was the Manhattan Beach Studios in Manhattan Beach on Rosecrans, then became the Marvel Studios. Now I think it got bought back, and I think it's, now they're shooting 2 of the Avatar movies there, like simultaneously right now. On our old stages, actually, which is so crazy. But so we would either shoot there, all of our interiors, or we would once a year go to Miami and shoot the final episode of the season. But of course, they would shoot all the B-roll, all of the drone shots, all of the helicopter shots, all of the hot girls on the Miami Beach shots, all of the Everglades stuff. And then they would cut it into every episode. They would shoot all of this footage and then would cut it into all the episodes so it looked like we were in Miami. But we were not. We were in Los Angeles. So those are the Hollywood secrets. Every once in a while, if you keep your eyes peeled, you can see when we're shooting outside in Long Beach, you can see either a shot of the mountains, of which there are none in Florida. So we're in Los Angeles. Or you can sometimes see the Queen Mary in the far background because it's tough to like get around that. And of course, that's in the harbor over there in Long Beach. But I loved that episode. We shot part of that in that dirty old harbor, in the harbor water, which was gross, but just a small part of it where he passes out and I pull him up and I save him from the water. And then the second part of that we shot in this water tank where I guess they shot part of the Titanic. It's this huge water tank in Burbank, California. I had no idea it ever existed until we shot there. Massive tank, and it's painted black. The the whole thing. And so they sunk this car 10 feet down and, oh, maybe, yeah, about 10 feet down. And I'm not like the strongest swimmer. So I was totally freaked out. And we had all of these guys with us, these in scuba gear with, respirators or whatever they are so that we could, breathe air. So I had to be in the car because under the water, because he's got to be able to come down there and save me, and they've got to get these shots. But I'm wearing shoes. We're wearing full clothes and shoes. So as soon as your shoes fill with water, you are about 100 pounds heavier, or you feel like you are, than you actually. So you're trying to kick to the surface, and I'm kicking like a furious maniac, and I feel like I'm getting nowhere, and I start to panic because I feel like I'm going to drown. I'm literally freaking out. So I'm saying this is my favorite episode. Actually, it's not really my favorite episode. It's just the episode that sticks out in my head, right? Because I was traumatized by this water thing. And I was in this water tank, and we had to be there for hours and hours doing the thing I hate the most, which is being submerged for long periods of time in full clothes, 10 feet down. So, but anyway, I thought it was really great. And my other favorite episode is the episode where, I wish I could remember the names of these episodes. I'm so sorry. Or the years. And I don't remember because it's such a blur. We did so many episodes, and people basically die in the first 5 minutes. We start running DNA and ballistics and forensics and all the things. And we solve it by Miller time every day. We solve it at 5 p.m. and we wrap it up and the whole thing's done. So I forget. But anyway, I really, really loved the episode where, I love the ones with raw besties. When my ex-husband comes in to be a menace. I love all of those episodes. That was fun to work with him. The cast and the crew were just amazing. I mean, it was really a family, and they are funny. Oh, these actors are so funny. We really should have done the Send Up Saturday Night Live version of CSI Miami, because these kids is funny, and smart. So maybe someday that would be great to do. But it was the episode where I get not hypnotized, but this psychic woman drugs me with a candle, some sort of a drug, and I'm hallucinating. That Horatio and not Wolf. Oh my gosh, everybody has two names. Adam's character, Adam Rodriguez. My gosh, why am I drawing a blank on his name? Anyway, that they're trying to kill me, and so I'm shooting at them, and I'm losing my mind, and I'm hallucinating that I'm going to get killed. It was like this crazy, crazy episode, and that was really fun to do because, a lot of what we're doing is procedural. So we're, like I said, somebody dies in the beginning, we get our evidence, we get our guy by the end of the 43 minutes, and that's the thing. But whenever I had stuff to really play that my character got a chance to, move and act outside the box, those were my most fun episodes. But honestly, it was every day being over there. It was every day with that crew and that cast, because that cast was just so much fun and so lovely. And I'm so glad you're enjoying it. So thanks so much for checking in and saying hey. And so I'm checking in and saying hey back. And congratulations again on your movie, because that is really incredible. And I love that you just went out and you did it yourself, because honestly, as an artist, it's tough waiting for somebody to come to you, somebody to, for your agent to call and, make something happen. So we have to make our own stuff happen. And I think that's incredible that you did it. So congratulations again on your second movie. Sending you hugs and kisses, and continued good luck and success. Bye, Eric. Thanks a lot.